Good morning, viewers. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. You are watching Open Studio in Cape Town TV. I'll be your host for today. My name is Danny Kambwa, and joining me in studio is a lovely lady who goes by the name of Princess Lukele from an organization called Hands of Love. She's running a project in which she gives young girls within the ages of 12 to 17 a platform to showcase their talents and also a way to develop themselves mentally to reach their goals, whether be it education or career-wise. So in a few minutes, we're going to introduce themselves and give us a little bit more information about what this organization is about. So Princess, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
And with you is one of your recipients, I believe, Mbali.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit more about yourself? I'm starting with you, Princess.
Right. So I am IT specialist by profession, but I started the organization in 2012 with the initiative to assist girls that need help in the location. What we had found is that the rates for girls that are not completing matric and basically dropping out at high school was very high. So the intention of the organization is to assist the girl child to make sure that they complete their high school education and also not just finish matric and move on to university and become good society that are actually contributing positively to South African economy.
Oh. And they're very nervous. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
My name is Mbali, my surname is Molefe. I am 15 years old. I'm doing grade 10 at Cebisa, and I'm a participant at the program, the Hands of Love program. And I've learned a lot since I've joined the program.
Oh, speaking of learning a lot, can you tell us what is Hands of Love all about? And what are your focus areas?
Okay, so our focus really with the organization is to do youth upskilling as well as mentoring and coaching. What we find is that we just send the kids to school and expect them to just excel. So the whole idea of the organization is to say, let's nurture the mind so that when the education comes, it finds the soil fertilized. We find that a lot of girls are dropping out because of peer pressure, you know, pregnancy and drugs and all sorts of things. Because remember, these girls are growing up in townships where, unfortunately, the situations and the environment they're growing in is not necessarily conducive for them to flourish. So we're saying, let's take you out of that environment. Let's teach you how to be a lady, understand yourself so that you can have plans for the future. So our focus really is about teaching the girls to understand themselves so that the world doesn't define them. Because if you understand yourself, then it's easy to know where you're going. So our focus is more around taking care of the girls and empowering them so that they can want more for the future for themselves.
Yeah, and looking at the age group that you're dealing with the ages of 12 to 17 can be very challenging.
Very.
Looking at Bali over here, how old are you?
I'm 15.
And you're currently in school?
Yeah.
Which school do you attend?
I'm in Cebisa.
And what grade are you?
I'm in grade 10.
Grade 10. So how long are you part of the program? And how do you feel about it?
I've been in the program for a year.
Okay.
And since I've joined the program, I feel good. I feel like I know where I'm going now. I'm very confident because I believe in myself now. They've taught us a lot. And I'm very grateful to Miss P. I really am.
Can you imagine?
That's what they call me, Miss P. So what we find is that it's not that these girls don't know where they want to go. I mean, I've always known where I wanted to go. But sometimes you just need someone that can hold your hand to get to where you need to be.
Yes.
Because, I mean, unfortunately, we're living in times where technology and there's a lot of competition. I mean, these girls already at high schools, they're wearing weaves. Most of the parents can't afford such things, but then we're saying, how can we assist you so that you don't focus on those things? Let's focus on your education. Let's focus on you excelling in your education. Then the rest will come, and that's exactly what we really focus on when we're mentoring them, when we're coaching them. I mean, like Mbali is saying that, you know, when they start, they don't want to talk.
Yeah.
We force them to talk, to get out of their shells, because most of them are like, they're hiding themselves in corners, and we're like, the corner is not gonna pay you, you know? There's a song by Mendoza that says, it basically means if you're sitting at the back, how are you going to succeed in life?
Yes.
We are forcing them to get out of their shells so that they can want to do more. And we're saying, no, we don't expect the government to do anything, because a lot of these kids these days are saying, I'm just going to have a kid, and you get that stipend for the grant, and that's never enough to go forward in life. We're saying, out of you guys, we want to see businesswomen. Out of you guys, we want to see the next presidents. And it's possible, because what we're finding with our studies is that a lot of them finish, if they do finish, they end up working at ShopRite and Pick and Pay, and I mean, we don't want that. We're saying we want the black girl to be in the office, to turn around with that sit, but how do we get them there? That's exactly what we're dealing with from that very young age. So it's a very sensitive age, because they haven't defined themselves, they don't understand life yet. So what we're trying to say is that come to the hands of love, let us support you, let us assist you to envision your goals so that you can become successful in life.
Wow. And you made mention of Mendoza now, who's one of the legend yes. in the music industry, and that just brings about positive role models, people you can look up to, especially at a young age like this. We usually look at the wrong crowds, and because we want to fit in. But there are people like you've just mentioned, Mendoza, like yourself, she's just mentioned also, people that you can look up to, which is very good. So how did you hear about Hands of Love?
Hands of Love came to my school. They came to my school and they told us that there's going to be something that's going to be going on, so we need to attend as girls. We attended and I felt empowered when they came.
Okay, so I'm just going to have to cut you there. We're going to take a short break, okay? Stay tuned, viewers. After the break, we're going to continue some more discussion with Hands of Love.